In today's video, we are going to do end-to-end setup of SpeedyBee Bee25 quad with DJI O4 Pro Air Unit, and I have SpeedyBee upgrade kit for O4 Pro Air Unit for this quad and BZ181 GPS, which is plug-and-play compatible with the quad. We are going to assemble everything, set up in SpeedyBee App, set up all the bindings, and finally go flying. So if it looks interesting for you, please stay tuned, subscribe, like, put comments under the video. Also, I will link all the parts used in this video in the video description down below. Let's start with quad unboxing. So what we have inside is manual. It's quite a lengthy one. Okay. Some stickers. QR code to download manual, tools, antennas, screws and nuts, antenna mount, antenna holders, O3 cage, and the quad itself. So we are not interested pretty much. So what else? Okay, this thing. So we are not pretty much interested in O3 setup. We will replace it with O4 setup, but this is what we have with the quad. So you see nice seals with all the warnings. So we'll break them now. First seal is saying that the product only supports 4S batteries. And please take off in a safe area. So it covers XT30 connector. I can unplug it. What's next? Next, parameters of this product have been set to acro mode by default, blah blah blah. So we can remove this one. And the last one, when this product is powered on, please do not remain stationary because of overheating, blah blah blah. So we can remove this one as well. And at the end of the day, what we have is a nice little quad, place for DJI unit and place for GPS, and we will go through it shortly. Looking at the electronics, on the bottom I can see all-in-one flight controller in here, ELRS receiver, and it seems to me there is some kind of back module to stabilize voltage. It looks really like a back module. I haven't opened the quad obviously and won't do it in today's video, but that's what we have. Before we jump into assembly and setup, let's first plug it into Betaflight and see what's configuration for this quad, what's on each tab, just for us to understand what's coming with the quad. Let's have a look what we have in Betaflight. So we have 4.5.1 Betaflight version, which is quite good, quite new version. We have gyro, accelerometer and barometer enabled. Ports, we have VTX on port 3. We have a GPS setup on port 4, and we have RX ELRS receiver setup on port 6. Configuration, 4K PID loop, arming 180 degrees, which is good. We can arm from any position. Beeps when TX is turned off. I would say I'll put it on. Failsafe is set to drop. It needs to be GPS rescue when we add GPS, but we will cover this later. There is some PID tuning for the quad, but I can see dynamic idle is not enabled, which is something which we need to do later on, but not now. Receiver is not here yet. Modes, arming, angle, beeper, and LED low. GPS is not here yet. motors, what we have props in, D-Short 300. Yeah, dynamic idle is not set up, it's just 5.5% of static motor output. OSD, quite minimalistic, but pretty much all good. We will update it later on to what we need. LED strip and sensors. That's pretty much it, what comes with the quad in terms of Betaflight. Next step, we will flash our ELRS receiver with latest Express ELRS version, and it would be SpeedyBee 2.4 GHz and SpeedyBee Nano. We will be using a binding phrase, and we will be using Wi-Fi. And let's build and flash it. Now, as we have a flash image built, let's connect to Express ELRS Wi-Fi and flash it. Once connected to Express ELRS network, we will have 10.0.0.1 address opened. It should open normally automatically, and we on SpeedyBee Nano 3.5.1 version, which is also quite fresh, but it wouldn't be any harm to update it to 3.5.6 with our binding phrase. So we'll just grab our file and drag it, drop it here. Great, update successful. It's time to add GPS module. We can use screwdrivers provided with the kit, and we will need this one. So here is our connector, and it should seamlessly connect into BZ181 module like this. Yeah, nice. We can even nicely lay it into the space provided, and close the cap. Now let's plug the battery for the first time, and I think we need to remove this protective film first. And I have 4S battery here. I can plug it in. My point is, well, I'm doing everything before we install O4 Air Unit, because it will be kind of producing heat, so we need to do as much as we can without having a module connected. So that's why the sequence of events is like that. So we have our nice LED, we have telemetry connected, we can arm the quad, and we can on off LED strip, and we can briefly use on off to switch effects. It's very nice. Also, we can use SpeedyBee App to customize the quad. So on SpeedyBee App, we can use B25 connect. We can customize Meteor LED effects, different kind of settings, and we can also, what we can do some presets. For example, we are currently in expert mode. We can switch to preset which is called return to home mode. Requires GPS, no backup, update now. So it's been updated. Let's have a look in Betaflight what we've got so far after we installed GPS and switched to return to home mode. Now, after we've installed GPS and configured return to home mode, we have GPS enabled. We have GPS tab working well, so fully locked. Some satellites, latitude, longitude is visible. I would say I'll put ground assistance type to auto detect and save and reboot. I am going to failsafe tab, so we have GPS rescue now. What I don't like is fixed altitude. I think it's the worst one. Debatable, but like I don't see why would you return home on fixed altitude. So I would put, for my purpose, me flying like around in a park, I'll put maximum altitude. It makes sense when you are flying like over some buildings or trees. Current altitude makes sense when you are going somewhere to the mountains, I would say, and you don't want to jump above the mountain height. So maximum altitude, save and reboot. Apart from that, all the settings look good to me, and we will try them when we go to the field. On the OSD tab, no major changes, no GPS info added, so something we need to add later manually. On LED strip, also it's a Meteor strip. I don't think it's very compatible with Betaflight, so nothing changes in here. And in mode tab, I have arm disarm. It's my aux1, LED low, which is turn off, turn on LED strip. In aux4, beeper. I'll rebind everything according to my settings later on, but it's fine for now. Okay, it's time to assemble O4 cage and put Air Unit Pro into it. Let's see what's inside of upgrade kit. So what do we have here is a user-friendly guide, quality stamp, cage, antenna holders, screws and nuts, some standoffs. Okay, let's try to assemble it now. Next one is a bottom standoff. Next, let's fit antenna holders. It will be mounted like that. Next, we have 3D printed part for DJI antenna holders. I believe they should be inserted like this. At least let's stick to this for now. Last but not least is our lens silicone inserts. I think there is 6 of them, we will need 4. It would be probably better idea to put inserts on before you assemble the cage, because they're sitting quite nice, but we can do it now anyway. Okay, I think we are ready to go to the next step. I think that's it pretty much with cage assembly, and the next step we will go and put O4 unit into it. O4 is coming next. I'm getting it out of the box. I also have an SD card to install into O4. Let's do it now. Okay, and now let's put it into cage. I'll need to remove antennas first, as I have to route them through the antenna holders. So let's open our DJI O4 and reattach antennas. Be careful while opening it, because there is wires going on, so just don't tear it down. Very carefully open the box in here, because you see that it's connected. And now I can grab antennas out and route them through antenna holders. So the good way of putting antenna into holder is actually put holder first and then put in antenna, because if you put it onto antenna before, you won't be able to fit it into the molded part. I'll grab another one to showcase. Put it like this and then push antenna into it. I think for actually to fit antennas I need to unscrew those holders, because it's not very comfortable to do that. So I'll just unscrew them and fit antennas, and then reinstall. I've assembled cage and I've tried to install O4 Air Unit, but I think it's not very comfortable. So what I'm doing now, I'm actually disassembling cage, and what I'll do, I'll show you how to fit O4 Air Unit better from my point of view. So first of all, I'm mounting it this way in the cage, and I'm mounting it the way so USB is facing up, so to protect it from mud and dirt a little bit. And on the bottom we have SD card, and I think that's fine. Also I mounted it, antenna cable is going through here, because DJI connector will be going in here. So I'm doing it that way, and I'm grabbing two M2x6 screws. Now the thing is, antennas should go through this part of the cage, not around the cage, if you see what I mean. So antenna cables should go inside here. So I need to pretty much unscrew antennas again and roll them through those holes. Yeah, that's why I mounted a DJI O4 first. So this is how it would look like, and that will be mounted this way. This is how it looks on this side, and now this side. Now, as we have module installed, antenna is installed, we can fix camera. There are some screws for the camera, but I'll use native one coming with DJI O4 Air Unit. So, like this. After all this done, we can just install back our bottom stand, and that would be it for the cage. This is final look of assembled cage with O4 module installed. There are also screws coming with the quad for securing machine head, and I'll take a couple of them and I will use them at the bottom of the cage. So that's our quad assembled. This is how it looks. We have SD card and bind button on the bottom, and we have our USB on the top. Antennas, nothing is sticking around, all nice, fits in a cage. So the next step would be to activate O4 Pro Air Unit. Putting quad on scales gives 186 grams, and adding battery gives 274 grams. In order to activate O4 Air Unit, we will need to plug a battery. Unlike O3, it requires a battery for activation, and I'm using a fan to remove some excessive heat during activation. So let's do that now. To do that, you'll need to download and open DJI Assistant 2 application, and now plug in battery and plug in USB cable. As soon as you've done it, you'll see DJI O4 Air Unit Pro, and it asks for activation. Start activation, allow access, confirm account, activating, complete. Now we can take a chance to upgrade software. That's done now, update complete. Now we are ready to bind our O4 Pro Air Unit. In order to activate DJI O4 Air Unit, you need to first put proper Air Unit in DJI Goggles. I am having DJI Goggles N3, so not able to do any HDMI out, but what you need to do, you need to click on status and switch to O4 Pro Air Unit. In order to connect to DJI O4 Pro Air Unit, we just power on our drone. Press button on the goggles until you hear the beeps. It's for N3 goggles specifically. And press bind button on the quad. Now we have everything activated, and you can see we have footage from O4. Last final thing which remains is actually to add some OSD elements, arrange them properly, and we are good to go to the park and do a test flight. Okay guys, I am currently in a park and that's my gears. I have Goggles N3 Bee25. I am currently warming up GPS before I plug in a pack, and we will see how it flies today and how much time it can stand with one pack. So guys, I was able to make around 6 minutes on one pack. It's Tattoo 650 milliamps for S battery. I also was like pretty much, I've done 65 kilometers per hour in terms of speed of the quad. I think it's around the limits because like it's pretty much full throttle. Apart from that, I feel good about the quad and I definitely continue flying it. I have more cinematic rates here, so it's not as sharp as rapid as like other FPV guys, but I really think this frame is not designed to be crash hard, so it's more like a cine hoop. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. This helps to support channel a lot, and see you in the next videos.